what I want to learn is the trends that we have right now in the cinema industry as an exhibitor, and to actually just learn and hear everybody else's stories of how they're managing, because it's been a tough time, and it's just good to hear and support other people.
Coming here, I was planning to restart our cinema, as we opening a new halls and trying to come back from after COVID. So coming here was the main purpose to rethink what is the cinema in the main, and because I don't have too much experience in the management as scholarship, because I'm come here from the voluntary work and become the manager for now. For me, it's much more important how works cinema's business.
Everything is maybe not a good answer, but I actually expect to learn definitely a lot about programming, about structuring a business plan, for example, about developing young audience, but also audience in general, as I also work for film festivals as an independent programmer. Yes, we have developed an educational film platform, so a digital platform. So one of the things that I really hope to achieve during this workshop is also how to attract more young audiences and school, because they are actually going to become future moviegoers and cinema audiences.
For me personally, I want to learn more about cinema, since I'm recently new to this industry, so just to get the whole picture of what the industry is, but also for my cinema I would like to maybe learn how to get the audiences back after COVID in the cinema seats. Pandemic was hard, obviously, as for everyone else. We had lockdowns at different points during 2 years. So at some point we had limited screenings, so that was also impacting our ticket sales as well as people coming to cinema, obviously. Now it's hard because people kind of grew out of the habit of going to the cinema, and also a lot of our audiences are maybe a bit older, so they also are a bit scared to come back, because they're still scared to catch COVID and to get the disease. But also we're trying to target more younger audience as well, to bring them to cinema, but they also kind of maybe didn't during the before pandemic, they maybe didn't had the habit of going to the cinema, and then it was just not created during pandemic, so they kind of learned to watch movies in different ways.
We opened up again May last year, May 2021, and at first it was really lively because everybody was missing cinemas, and it was really nice to see people are coming back. But when other parts of the cultural industry opened up, then we started fighting for attention, and that's maybe our biggest issue, but it's our biggest challenge right now, is fighting for attention and fighting for people to come back. And mostly we try to do it with our programming, finding not even new titles, but we are searching for older titles and kind of putting them in a theme that it would be more comprehensible, or people would understand, it's for this one. It's like May, or like February is for love cinemas and stuff like this. So this is our biggest challenge right now.
Those 2 last years made us to find and experience as many new different fields as we can do, because we try drive-in cinema, we try VOD, we try online presentation, we try everything by that time. unless when we come back to the cinema halls. Now we are trying to find the new audience that will attract, because we're seeing that the old, it's not coming back, but it's going a new one. And we need to find the approach to make it, and so they still stay with us and don't go back to the pop culture cinema theaters.
When the pandemic started, until the pandemic, my organization actually was developing and organizing film screenings for schools in different cinemas, so we had live programs. But when the pandemic started, obviously we had to stop like everyone, and so we developed this educational film platform. But it was launched only in 2021, when people actually started wanting to go back to the cinemas. So it wasn't really easy to make them believe that actually schools and young audiences have this chance still to find really quality film titles and other materials and toolkits. But one of the very good things is that in that way we managed to reach schools that are in, for example, underdeveloped parts of our country, and that maybe don't even have a cinema in their hometown. So this was one of the this is still one of the biggest achievements in this moment.
Yeah, it's my first time in Venice. I think the city itself is amazing. I've never seen anything like this before. And always being surrounded by water, and it's being lively and everything. It's really, really beautiful, and I'm really happy that it's taking place here. As for the festival, I'm taking everything day by day, but I'm really looking forward to just having this big festival experience with amazing titles. I want to see The Whale. I'm gonna see today Tar. I have a good list of films that I really want to see, and maybe bring something back to Estonia as well.
I'm first time in Venice also, so it's really amazing to see around. It's really impressive and beautiful. I'm hope that this culture will stay as long as it's possible. And for the festival, I'm really excited to go and see all the main movies, because it's one of the possibilities to take part in the festival for me as manager, because mainly the programmers are going for the festivals.
Well, the film festival is about to start, so I have obviously big expectations, because it's it's the oldest film festival and one of the biggest film festivals in the world, and I really hope to enjoy the atmosphere and have the chance to see some really good film premieres.
Well, it's beautiful. The island, it's amazing. Everywhere you look through every window, the view is amazing. So that's pretty nice to wake up in the morning and just to see the sea and the city in the distance. It just feeds your soul in a way. I hope to watch some new movies, of course. Maybe some that will become hits, some that will maybe be less known, but still, they're still great movies. So I hope to catch a variety of different genres.